This video is going to be an extension of a blog we did called Create a Custom Entity in CRM to Track Expenses. What we really want to show is, using the script author, how we can really extend the capabilities of the expense entity that we created within that blog. So if we take a look at the expense form itself, what we have is we have an employee field and a date range from and to. And the idea here is that the employee field really should just default to whoever the current user is. And the date from field would typically be the first of the month, and date to would be the last of the month. So what we want to do is use the script author to show how easy it is to automate this information. So if I close this out and open up the script author, what we want to do is we want to select our expense entity. And the first one we want to do, we'll call set the employee field. We want to use the information form, which is our default form for this expense entity. And we also want it to run, to execute when the form loads. So the first thing we want to do is add a check condition. And basically what we want to do here is just say if a field on the form with the name employee does not contain data, and click continue. And what we're basically doing is saying if the employee field doesn't already have a value in it, then we want to set the value. So we'll go down here to action, and we're going to say set the field value, and we're going to set a field named employee equal to the current user. And click continue, and continue again. And the script author is going to go through and actually generate the web resource and publish it to our form. So let's see that the script author has published it. It's going to do its finalization. Now if we go back over to CRM and we load up an expense form, you'll see that now my name automatically populates in the form. So let's close this out, and let's go back over to the script author again, and this time we'll pick our expense entity again, but what we want to do is we'll pick the date to field, set, and again on the information form, and when the form loads, and we'll add a check condition to say if a field on the form with the name date to does not contain data. And this time we'll again select set a field value, and we're going to select our date to. But here what we want to do is we've got a few options. We want to set this equal to the execution date, and here we can do a plus minus, meaning we can add days, months, weeks, years, whatever, or subtract, or we can do the first and the last. So we're going to choose the last here. Click continue, and then continue again. Let this finish up creating the web resource and publishing. And now if we go back over to CRM and we load up our form, you should see that not only is my name set, but it sets it to the current month, last day. So we can do that obviously on the first two, and we can create this all in one big script if we wanted to. For example, I wanted to show you just how easy it is to create these individually. So let's see what the web resources actually look like. So if I go over to the customization of this form, and I go into the form properties, you'll see here's my two scripts that were created. If I open them up, you'll see that it automatically creates a handle set date to field. And if we look at, say, the employee web resource that was actually generated, you can see that you can go in, you can edit this code if you're a developer, if you feel like jumping in here. Aside from unique keys, it is readable and formatted code. It goes through, it basically compares the values, looks up the users, and sets any of the fields it needs to. So these scripts can actually be extended by any developer. And that's it.